Isatu Sesay, and this is the program Talk to the Camera. Today we're at the streets of Freetown. We'll start for Talk to People and now. What's in the made up of this independence anniversary? Hello, welcome to this interview. Your name?
Mina Paul Mansari.
Okay, as Salon they celebrate 59 years anniversary today, I want to make it tell you, what do you make up of this anniversary?
Well, basically this anniversary today not go down well with the country at large because this coronavirus, we're not pleased with that. Because basically if you think about last year, never mind we not celebrate how we usually used to be, but it's much better than this year because now we get partial lockdown, nobody need to move from one district to another. So this make we all scared follow we come out for celebrator because the government they talk about social distance. If we saw the celebrator, it will cause problem for we during this pandemic year.
So what do you miss about the celebration? As Salon don't they celebrate so many anniversaries. What do you miss about this particular 20th and 59th independence celebration? What do you miss?
Well, I miss a lot because right now, as I talk to you, so we can in a national stadium, listening to the president, we can give speech, we can encourage the Sierra Leoneans there for the better future. Then secondly, some of we can go on the beaches and go and celebrate also.
So I want to make it tell you, if you look 2 years back to now, what do you think about Salon?
Well, 2 years back, like we just come on into election after 2 years back. The government try for settle down for make things happen in the country, but regarding unfortunately this pandemic came inside. So we don't see anything more improving for now.
So what's the message we go out all with you, don't say so?
Well, my advice me fellow Sierra Leoneans there, low take this precaution measurements we government try for put in case. This don't forget about politics because this is a global issue. Nevertheless, low stay at home because of that the medical people advise you always if you don't get nothing for can do at home, stay at home. That will be better for you. If you don't do what you get for can do at home, move back on your home and stay at home. For me, this thing not spread like I spread so because every day we get new cases them. I hope for another cases tomorrow by the ministry.
Okay. Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
Hello, welcome to this interview. Your name?
Ibrahim Barry.
This is today's Salon. They celebrate 59th independence anniversary. I go on for make it tell we, what do you make up of this celebration today?
Well, anyway, we tell God thank you. We don't see how to everybody. Long life everybody. So what if they expect say this now for this problem we don't happen for we in the country? Well, they pray let God make it common in the country. Then they now prayer. You don't understand this corona also. The second back, we need more development of the country. More than this, after this corona also. Because we find out right now, from 1951 to now, we get Bokuti for do we want to put in place. One first water business, a light business, then a second to the cost of living too high, youth man don't get better job then. So we need a job. You don't understand it. Then things then do. So we need the government to let them help you for that side. You see? So what let them help you for that side? That is Sule.
So the past years, how you been done to celebrate the independence?
Well, the past years they will be celebrating, not been tansu. But this we believe for saying that the sickness time make all thing don't be so. So they pray to God let God go tan far. You don't understand the police corona the dunya, especially our country self. Because right now with the country it's too critical because the country is not easy right now. This don't come back, so the country too is not easy presently. The past years they will be in the past, or would have been they celebrate the independence with happiness. Where they see everybody in the streets, everybody they're wearing vests, you don't understand, white and blue. Yes, we don't call yourself, we together, we do things, but this year not happen. So we're not glad for that one, but the pray to God, God to make this year go. So now that.
Okay, thank you very much.
Yes, thank you too much. Now thank you now all.
Hello, welcome to this interview. Your name?
Abu.
As we said today, don't be as Salon done 59th years today, and today now 59th years anniversary where Salon they celebrate. I want to make you tell we, what do you make up of this independence anniversary?
Well, I tell God thank you for my life today. May God make me today, myself and my own birthday. They make me 52 years. Where I old. So I tell God thank you for my life. It's me picking everything God don't do for me today. I don't see my own day today. So I tell God thank you for that Andy. So that my own contribution no more than Andy.
So for the past years, how you been done to celebrate the independence?
Well, I can celebrate time, no problem. They meet me with long life for everybody. I no get problem, picking no get problem, no problem. So now so no more we can celebrate, no more. We come to celebrate and simple.
So as Salon don 59 years, I go want to make you tell Papa government like what do you dey expect? What do you want for the Papa government go do for the people of Salon?
Well, we say for the big Papa government, this sick also we'll get Papa God, let God push am far away from we. What we dey pray to God no more, we dey pray to God, let God make all thing that is solved. Let problem no dey. We na the no more we dey pray to God, we the poor one they will not get Papa God, let God help we. And let God help the government. The government, because if the government get money, we go help them, we will do something for we the poor one them. But we say if we pray to God, let God face can collapse can for we in this country as well. So my own contribution now and day.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Hello, welcome to this interview. Your name?
My name is Alpha. Come on.
Okay, as Salon celebrates today the 59th independence celebration, I go want to make you tell me what do you think about this anniversary?
Well, basically, we go for tell God thank you first because it make we privilege for see the independence. Many others don't die. But in a nutshell, we're not happy because the independence can meet we sickly at the country. We're not able to enjoy them. And previously, we'll not be able to celebrate because the government will say they don't get money for celebrate. And now we think so for celebrate 59 years. Corona don't come inside. Well, we don't know if it's excuse or whatever, but it's not sweet for all. And things not normal as it used to be.
So as you talk about the celebration, I go want to make you tell me how you go compare Salon from 2 years back to now where we don't celebrate the anniversary of independence.
Well, if I can compare, we get successes, we get failures, right? But Salon, there is not that much change, right, from 2 years back to now because when you look at from one problem to the other, we get Ebola and now we don't get Corona. So it's like we come out from one problem to the other. The terrible things over settle for make the country go before. We're not able to move again because it's just the same story.
So what do you miss about the independence celebration?
Well, I miss my lantern. You know, we can get the Eve the 26th, we can get to lantern, we then be there initiate this anthem. So we will enjoy that because with the lantern we'll be able to see what Salon is made up of. The things that we can able for both stuff to the world at large. So the lantern basically we can miss them. I also can miss the award where presidents can give in a state house where they can at least and they can appreciate people the way don't labor in a society, you know, give them medals and all that. So we miss all of those stuff and the celebration as a whole. And of course, we then Christians, we can able to go to church, we rejoice together as people of God. Yes.
So what are the message we're going to add? What the message you want to send to the public?
My message now that let we keep trusting God because God is the uttermost. And secondly, let we continue to love each other. Let we put tribalism aside. Let we see ourselves as individuals, as Sierra Leoneans, and are the only way we will be able to move forward. Because if we continue with tribalism, with the look how you come out, we're not going to make Salon. We're always debate and separate from each other. So the message is that let we get united, let we see ourselves as people and not different regions and tribal people. That's the message. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
You're most welcome. Thank you.
Hello, welcome to this interview. Your name? We see today don't be the 59th independence anniversary for Salon. I go on to make you tell me, what do you make up of this anniversary?
As usual, the 59th independence of Sierra Leone, it always come out fine, how it can be. But then being said, for me, this present government can not celebrate the independence well because they say they not get money, and the previous government, they made a full austerity. So now still continue Ebola, and now Corona don't come inside. So the independence, you know, they like I mean, it's ready.
So how you be done to celebrate the independence?
Normally, the independence, when they celebrate time, land can come on, we can go on a beach, but this trip, all in, thing and then again because of the security at present.
So how you they compare Salon 2 years back to now?
Salon 2 years back to now, I would say small difference there. Because 2 years back, although not celebrate and well, but sick no mean day. But now we get Ebola. So we able to celebrate how for celebrate.
So what's are the message where you go on add, like a message where you go on send to our government and also viewers?
Me advice I get for give the government after the sick, the other independent will they come make we go celebrate and well. And to the viewers then, Lord all pray let the sick go and the next independent you go find may go find for we.
Thank you very much.
Okay, thank you.
Hello, welcome to this interview. Your name and who that you be?
Mina Chief Alhaji Kande FM Kamara, PRO Council of Tribal Head, also the Soso Tribal Headman, Western Area, Urban and Rural.
Okay, Chief, as today now the 59th anniversary celebration of Salon, I go want to make you know what the independent mean to we.
Well, we as a local people, the independent, what we know and what we dey think about, and when we analyze them, now for now we know the difference, that for now we redeem from the English rule to we own self rules. But the self-rule now that we forget power on we own, that we for do power, do everything on we own, we know about independent. Not to like wait man them in the control we.
Okay, as today Salon they celebrate 59th independence anniversary, I go want to make you tell me what that mean to you.
Well, it means plenty to me as local authorities, because if I go back before independent, the respect what we know between with localities, and when the independent come again, the discipline what we used to, after wait man them even they tell goodbye, they left with the discipline them where they left among we. And what we the traditional people then get now with different villages them, we don't lost most of them respect them. The discipline all done lack of.
So what are some of them disciplines then they?
Well, discipline number one, you for know your parent, you know who that born you know who that big pass you know who that authorities, anybody when are elders, you know how for give that respect to them. Then truthfulness of yourself, like what they see Ben now, where you they send somebody self picking one rogue you, all man one rogue in compound, then system then they will not be get them before. Now reality, love, and unity and discipline being there. As you see parents they come, wait, stop you don't stop you know the eye. Now eye who people let me they talk to we.
So what do you miss about the independence celebration?
Well, as I tell you, I miss plenty. Discipline without lack of discipline. Especially this human right conditions the way don't care. You know they beat you picking. You know they deal with them as how you want them. Between man and woman. Although man and woman, as we know, we all understand say man and woman, now love una they entertain between uno. But discipline again for day. So like the too much control now don't come out na parent hand, it don't go na the central body hand, but the central body now not able cover the house control, because house control na self-government. How you dey go marry the wife wey bring and come, now so they born you picking again on your own. You go and let you train and to how you want them. But now by the way we want train and now the neighbor force will be alapa. You say that papa smako, that papa bado. And now then discipline then they now we be you parents then take men we make we no mix from plenty ben. Where then send you example, somebody send you big person send you where you come before you get and what he send you for. Now the change force it again. But now where you send picking now, waiting force it again, now what he send them for buy. Then the change now we want all the money you. All then here, then system here now with the same. Where papa call you, would I get money now you go answer first before you can answer papa. So then system here we no born meet them. We na discipline time we meet up. But then system here now we don't lack of all this.
And as we see years back, we don't see lantern they come out, but like today, so like yesterday we lantern for come out, we see lantern not come out. I go want to make you tell we that lantern we can come out. Waiting it mean to salon culture.
Well, the culture is, I make them tell we say we are traditional leaders then for maintain the custom and tradition of the land. That are part of the custom and tradition of the land. If you watch Nigerians, Nigeria get them custom and tradition. All the bookman them way they get them custom and tradition, they not left them out. You look Ghana, also America, what would they feel say then as per world powers, they get custom and tradition. Britain gets custom and tradition. France get them. But we now, the custom and tradition way for make yourself feel free as Africans, all them things in a way you do and now, then get the way then they interpret you. And the custom and tradition indifferent from the one way they do bad, where they convert in your custom and tradition for do bad. When you talk about religions, like you talk about Christian and Muslims, Christianity na custom and tradition. The Muslim na custom and tradition. As Muslim can just away all the alwala now don't show you properly say in a Muslim. When Christian man carries no coat and necktie and they enter now, just straight away don't say I'm saying a Christian person. That are the custom and tradition. But the one that way they convert now for do bad, now they one and they will they condemn. So like the lantern business where they talk about, now entertainment of custom and tradition of this land. You see, first like that why I come out, people in the go and play, people in the come out Europe, Africa, man where travel, go Europe, they can enjoy himself. Enjoyment different from bad, what you do. So like the one the way they convert into bad, now they don't give bad luck to the one the way mean good. But the lantern in come out one not do anything, not affect anything. I think I look one cassette at one time, Britain get lantern then within the pool. America get them time, then they them festival time, then within they do. So like we on the custom and tradition is still in place. Because now only custom and tradition go make you know whose tribe I be. We call local timini so whatever Madinga waiting a custom and tradition, they lead to all that.
Okay, as we don't go into 59th independence anniversary, what do you expect the government for do?
Well, the way what they expect and what are they expect, I will put into prayer. The trouble we don't can at the world today, we don't take over all the world today, don't even approach Shalom. Let God make we save from them trouble here. Let God give the way to the government, way for make the able fet. This sick for let the sick done at the country. I think that are the first prayer that we pray, and now the first expectation that way I they expect from them. Now before you say, but I want Gen 3, I want enjoy tomorrow. Now where you save. But now you know they see safety before you do more. If they see somebody, you ain't go there together today, then the next hours them go say don't die. So like all them things, so they make the expectation now the limit. But after where the sick don't gist now, then we come to the question now, say what would they expect? Then now definitely the expectation now we go able to tell the government say now this and this we want from them, and now this and this would they expect for go to.
Okay, for end the interview, waiting at the word or message we go on for send out there to the viewers and also Sierra Leoneans.
Well, me company Salonians then the whole country and beyond the country, I they appeal to everybody. This sickness we don't come at the country, not only for Salon, the whole world. They don't approach with it, they don't make we know the worker free. So do you the measures them where the government don't put in place, and the measures them where the master sabi people and where the doctors then don't put in place, where then they talk to we over radio, television, where Minister of Health they talk to we all the time. Do you allow we work by that? As we know they see the virus, where they say corona, we know they see them, which we say, now master sabi people in the see them. Not say pass you see them. The time we go see them now, na doti they head for. So do you the appeal to all Salonians for now, allow all put hands together, allow we fight this fight, for allow we able to conquer them. Mina Chief Alhaji Kande FM Kamara, PRO Council of Tribal Headman, also the Soso Tribal Headman Western area. I tell you now all boku. Thank you. God bless we all.
Okay, thank you very much.
Thank you for now.
Come to this interview. Your name and that TV.
Mina Thomas Mokonte, Mina the Executive Director for Citizens Advocacy Network CAN.
Okay, we see today Salon they celebrate the 59th independence anniversary. I go on for make it here. We waiting this mean to Sierra Leoneans.
Yeah, well, when we say independence, it means now the time where we decide for common honor with man them, the British rule to be specific, and they on we own, we are in a way for begin determine what we want for do, waiting for happen at this country, and for determine with destiny as a nation. So from 1967 to date now, of course, now 59 years, and we get a lot we will feel say we will need to talk about. But me hold the view that even after the independence we talk about, we still continue to be dependent. We're not still able to enjoy waiting a real independence. So in other words, wait till we be get now just independence in principle. But in actual fact, we are still dependent. When you talk about independence, now a situation wherein a nation for able to determine in socio-economic, political, and cultural well-being. Is Sierra Leone actually up to that level? Wherein we able to determine with economic well-being, wherein we able to take up everything we get for do this country through economy, we will be raised within this country and not depend on the international community or donors? No. Do we have a system in place wherein political decisions, tough political decisions, could be taken without interference of the international community? No. Do we have a culture that we could actually turn to and say this is our own culture? We still borrow. How we dress, what we eat, how we talk safe at times. You see artists, they even sing. We borrow from Nigeria, Ghana, and we counterpart in the sub-region. So it tells you socially we still face challenges. We still get health care challenges. We don't get better medical facilities in the country. Hospitals are deplorable. Somebody sick, basic kidney problem, and pass and go to Ghana for test. So you see, say there are a lot of challenges we get in this country. We, in my own view, I don't feel say we're independent. What we celebrate as a nation are resilience. What we celebrate today is resilience. Resilience in the sense this country don't face a lot of challenges. Unlike other African countries, we don't get war. 11 years war. We say then butcher more money in this country. Cherry woman in Bele, burn houses. People in Sidom for years. They do anything better for themselves. After that, we get Ebola. We ravage this country seriously. People die. Thousands of people die. We get mudslide. Today, we talk, we get corona in this country. This is a country we don't faced with series of challenges, but we still remain strong. It is not still a failed state. So in my own view, I feel say what they celebrate today now resilience and not independence. Independence, it is a very serious thing to ask for. For say you are independent, it means you don't depend on somebody for feed you. Most of what we eat in this country is being exported from the international community. The healthcare system is so poor that even the politicians, powerful people, not get money for going inside the hospitals there. Pass and go overseas for go get medication. We still face series of challenges in even placing hand on the culture of this country. Politically, people even the past election, they say that the international community determine who will be president of the country. So this mentality is there. So it tells you that there is a lot we could do as a nation. We have a long way to go. So I believe say we are not independent. We are just a country, a nation, a group of people that are very resilient in the midst of challenges.
So to all what you they say you no think say we get any success story for tell?
We get successes, of course, as I tell you. We get successes. We have recorded a lot of successes. For now, get a nation like this, a small, poor country like this, go into war for 11 years. We're able to come back and sit down at the table and agree to say, Lord, done this war. Today, as I talk to you, countries like Libya, they don't get war for the past 5, 6, 7 years. They're still there into war. They have not been able to come to terms. Then still they continue to put the nation and the people in serious peril. But we were able to come together and agree, say, let's sit at the round table as a nation and all get peace. That is progress. We also see how we don't get challenges. The Ebola. We see how Ebola ravages country. But as a people, we come together and agree, say, let us fight against Ebola by abiding by the precautionary measures where them be put. And we don't have. We don't done, of course. Today we are in Corona, and I know see it's going to pass off. We're not there at the same level as we be there. We get steps that we take forward, but even at that again, we get steps that they go to backwards. Before now, Sierra Leone was known as the Athens of West Africa. When I say the Athens of West Africa, when I say Athens, now a country inside other countries then be the one for go. It was beautiful. It has the resources. It has all the goodies you can think of. That was what Sierra Leone was in the past. People that come out Ghana, Nigeria, Guinea, and also for can buy paste. They can also for attend university in Sierra Leone, na Fobe College. That was how Sierra Leone was. You want to ask the question, what went wrong? How come we come out from the level we be there, where people they admire we get the best institutions like the sub-region. We get the best facilities. Market was flowing. The economy was booming. How did we degenerate to the level we degenerate? A lot of factors are responsible. Leadership. We have a problem of leadership in Africa, in Sierra Leone. We have a problem of leadership that is sincere to actually take the people from the level where they to a level of admiration and prosperity. You have a leadership that is busy dividing the nation. When you have a country with a leadership that does not actually look at the broader picture and look at the country as some kind banana farm, where you have just family members, close allies, taking tribesmen or politically affiliated people, it makes it worrisome. You have people that are incompetent occupying positions. You have a lot of people going disgruntled. You have people that will not be sorted. Their issues will not be sorted out. These are issues where they continue to undermine security in the country. They continue to undermine the progress of the country, the economy, and they undermine the overall progress where this country will make. This is how this country has been lagging behind all these years. And until and unless we have a leadership, we're ready for depart from tribalism, regionalism, sectionalism, partisan politics, and all the divisive tendencies. We will continue to get problems there also. We will continue to get people that are even afraid for can invest in this country. Because no man stands alone, I must say. Whilst they say we are independent, we need to create we aspire for being independent. We need to create an environment where people will not even in Sierra Leone for feel safe for can alone, for can invest, for see this country as the best place for can Africa. We have all the resources. God give we all the resources in this country. Get diamond, gold, bauxite, over 20 mineral resources the way we know that this country will get. Where other countries don't get. We have very good farmlands. We have best weather you can think about. We have the rainy season. We have the dry season. We have the harmattan. Some countries they don't even enjoy them things there. Some countries are just outside and get all over. Then we get all them things here. So we get breeze with the blowy fresh air. The only problem there is we need to have a leadership with vision, hindsight, and foresight. For able to take all that we get, where God put in this country, and make them into something positive for change the lives of people in this country. And not a leadership will continue for divide the people and they play politics in everything. Waiting there in Salon currently is every little thing is pegged to politics. Food we eat itself is pegged to politics. Job is pegged to politics. Even the air they breathe, if people get away, then we'll make it get political on that tone.
Okay, so on what you done the talk so the past years where we done the celebrate the independence, the April 27. I go want to know if you miss anything.
Basically, to me, I don't feel say there is what we need to do is to have a quiet moment as a nation and have a national dialogue. In times like these, we need to sit down and ask ourselves the question: where are we coming from? Where are we, and where do we intend to go as a nation? These are the three questions we should ask ourselves. Where we are coming from. Have we been able to make progress since we gained independence? Where we are coming from. If we have not been able to make progress from the point we gained independence, we are currently in this particular state. What do we do to actually change the tone of events? And then what should we put in place for the future, where we are going? Once we have that dialogue, it will really help for shape whatever decisions, whatever actions with political leaders that they take, and even as a nation. I tell you, there is a serious deficit of visionary leadership. There is a serious deficit of nationalism and patriotism. All we see is kapu. People finding this, that, creating job for family members, creating job for the boys, alienating people that do not share similar views, people who are powerful, they try to undermine the one that we not powerful, we not get the resources. And when you go back to the Truth and Reconciliation Commission report, these are the things. These are the palpable causes. We which man call the palpable. These are the causes of the 11 years of war. We make go beyond today as a nation. People them will see the things then still deal with this nation. So this is time for us to have a rethink. Because when somebody in a 60 years with the 60 years, so if you're not a man, you're 60 years, when you're in a government service, they say for retire. That is your retirement age. Sierra Leone will be attaining the retirement age next year. What have we attained as a nation? Where are we currently? Where do we intend to go as a nation? These are the intriguing questions we every Sierra Leonean for ask, and what will leadership for the look at, and not to indulge in unnecessary political wranglings. We get no tendency for put we before, but for continue to set we are back. I feel say when once we get them things here straight, God not be bad, God not ever bias. God put the same brain way put Nane with man here with America, Britain, and other nations. Countries that will be there ahead of. Then Botswana, then Ghana. They all done day ahead of it today. Because they have at one point in time or the other sat down and think ahead. When you have a leadership that thinks ahead, you have a people, a citizenry that thinks ahead. It is stop bokutine. It will be a thing say, if I do this today, what will be the result tomorrow?
Then what do you expect for Salon in 60 years? We
expect say at the end of so let we forget a system in place wherein the poor people just say will get quality medical facility. Wherein if somebody says sick, in other countries, medical facility now something justiciable. When I say justiciable, it is of right. You not need to be rich or wealthy for let able for do by you surgery, even heart surgery. You not need to be the high and mighty for men and do by you kidney surgery. You not need to be wealthy to have this facility because medical facility, medical care is of right. The right to life is inalienable. It is a right given to us by God. And it is the responsibility of the state to provide this right. We want to see the situation in a place where we get very sound medical systems. We have very sound educational system. Yes, there are tremendous progress made in the educational system, the free quality education initiative, but we want to see the quality aspect of it. Whilst we already get more students going to schools, we do not just want the schools to be jam-packed with quantitative and with the numbers, but we want to have a qualitative system in place. Wherein those people who go to the universities, at the secondary schools, will graduate into universities and then become productive citizens who will take over different sectors in the country. We want to see an economy that is buoyant, where we'll get surplus for able to carry out a lot of initiatives in the agricultural sector. Electricity. People that still get constrained at this day and age for even get water for drink. Clean drinking water, safe drinking water, when I right, where people for enjoy in this kind of nation. We have all the resources. Look, the rivers, then they flow. When they come, we get all the resources there. So all we need is a visionary leadership. A leadership with passion to change the tone of events. Change the lives of Sierra Leoneans. So one for seeing things here going forward. Electricity, one for seeing things that are going very well. One for seeing rights and responsibilities being respected. As citizens, we all get responsibilities. The state also for respect the rights of citizens. Because once that happens, you have a state that will actually be conducive for all and sundry. Where business go flourish. Where businessman will come if he say a right go be tampered with. They don't just take in license in hand one game money, then say go back to the country. Or they're not going to take go to a court and the court not give them justice. Once we have them things here in place, we will get a state where will be clear, where will be clean for all, and where will be actually prosperous. But until and unless we get them things here, we will continue for them at the lower rounds of the ladder and the world. And it is not impossible. It is very possible for let's say I don't attain anything there so. Because we get all them things here so. Sierra Leoneans them after every 5 years they go to the ballot box and vote for leaders. Vote for the president, parliamentarians, councillors in different constituencies and wards. Sierra Leoneans they invest and vote them with the hope that them people will come and better the lives of Sierra Leoneans. So we expect politics for be a means for better the lives of Sierra Leoneans, not a means for destroy Sierra Leoneans.
Okay. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
As you now listen to the views of Sierra Leoneans concerning Sierra Leone 59th anniversary, me wake up with this program tonight today. Me your name now Isatu Sesay. Until we meet again to another edition of the program Talk to the Camera, I say tata.